I can't believe I'm functioning off of half a cup of coffee right now. Who have I become? Alright, so today we are doing this look. This was a full face look for under $13. I hope I counted that correctly. Just counted like 500 times. All of the products I used in this video were from shopmissa.com. Everything on shopmissa is $1, which is frickin' amazeballs. I've gotten my lashes off of there for years. They have awesome false lashes. Not only do they have dollar makeup on there, but they also have dollar brushes, dollar accessories, hair accessories, jewelry. I loved filming the dollar makeup tree. I loved filming the Dollar Tree makeup challenge video, so I feel like this is kind of another challenge just with different products. If you missed that video, you can go watch it right here. Like I mentioned in that video, I love trying out different makeup no matter what the price tag is. I feel like a product is a product. If it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. The price tag shouldn't influence that. So whenever I do these videos, I try and come into it with an open mind. Some products shock you, some are worth $1. I want to say thank you to Shop Miss A for collaborating with me on this video. They're actually hosting a giveaway for you guys, which rocks. There's going to be 3 different winners. All the details for the giveaway will be linked down below. If you click that link, it'll take you to my blog, which is where you can enter the giveaway via Rafflecopter. It's just a super easy way for me to randomly choose winners. Let's stop talking and get into the makeup. If you want to see how I got this look right here, you're in the right place. Just keep watching. I did film this intro after the rest of the video, so if I say Shop Missa a couple times instead of Shop Miss A, don't kill me. Alright guys, it is 7:30 in the morning. Cheers. So I'm not counting tools in the price of this whole thing just because usually you have your own tools, but if you are looking for some affordable brushes or sponges, I wanted to show you that they do have a kabuki brush. I also got the round one. This is by AOA Studio. This is the F1 and the round one is F4. And then I also picked up one of the AOA Wonder Blender sponges, which looks like this. I've already dampened it. I might try this on half of my face, but first I think I'm gonna go in with this flat top brush. So I got 2 different foundation options here, and the first one is the Santi 2-in-1 Concealer in Foundation. Both of these are in the lightest shade. This is Ivory, and then I have this Santi, this just says Liquid Foundation. So this one on the back says it's a medium coverage, and this one sounds like it's full coverage. Yeah, it says complete coverage. So obviously I'm gonna go in with this one. I'm hoping the shade of this is light enough. We will find out. I just want to restate that I'm still on the Sony camera, so it does blur my skin right now. It's not picking up on any of this stuff when I go out, and I don't have the blurring feature on, so I don't know. This is just what it does. So this is what my skin looks like right now. I might actually try to zoom in and see if it still blurs it. Okay, it looks like that blurs it less, but it just turned everything blue. So I'm going to keep it on this for the foundation probably, just so you can actually see my skin. Whoa. That was surprising. So this is the concealer and foundation. It has like a full-on concealer wand. So I guess I'm just going to use that to put some of this on the back of a palette. Actually, what am I doing? I should just squeeze this out. Pretty thick formula. We'll see how that applies as foundation. There it is right there. Since this is supposed to be a concealer and foundation, I'm not going to go in ahead of time and like spot conceal. I'm just going to apply it like I would foundation. This brush is actually feeling super soft. Applying this like I normally do. If you're new here, I have combination skin with cystic acne. My skin is actually pretty clear right now for me. Ooh, this is actually applying pretty nice. I do Foundation Friday every single Friday on my channel, and I also have 15 days of foundation coming up, which is the second series I've done, which is basically where we test a new foundation every single day for 15 days. So with the amount I applied, definitely not full complete coverage. You can still see acne and just some freckles and stuff coming through right here, but it looks pretty nice on the skin. Like it looks very smooth. So let's do the other side. I'll probably go in for a second layer just to get a little bit more coverage on the areas that I need it. The brush is applying it pretty well. I would say high light coverage, and it applies kind of like a gel almost. Instead of going in for a second layer right off the bat, I'm going to take that concealer wand that it comes with, and I'm just going to kind of spot conceal a little bit. I'm getting some brush hairs coming out. And I have this brush, which might be an eye brush, but we're going to use it for concealer. This is the AOA E103. Definitely an eye brush. That's okay. Even using this as concealer, it doesn't have a ton of coverage. So I'm just gonna go in with a tiny bit more on the brush that we first used. I burned my neck with a curling iron the other day. Battle wound. It's not really giving me any more coverage, so I think that's about as good as we're gonna get. I got this Just Color concealer. It says it's waterproof, invisible cover concealer, so I'm gonna try this for under the eyes. This looks like it is cruelty-free. Let's see if this one is. Oh, this is also cruelty-free. Very creamy. Again, this looks like more of a sheer concealer. I'm not using primer today, so I'm going to put this on my eyelid to serve kind of as a base. Whoa, just got way too much. I have this Prisma True Fusion pressed powder. This is in the lightest shade. I'm going to swatch this to see how light it is. Ooh, it looks pretty dark. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to apply this to parts of my face where we're going to be putting bronzer on and blush, just so it blends out easier. Yeah, you can see that just darkened everything up. So to bronze up the face, I'm using the Santi Mineral Pressed Galaxy Powder. I don't think this one looked this dark online, so we're gonna make it work. But this is like a more red toned, which I really like. And then obviously we have like a caramel color. I might actually use some of these on my eyes as well. I think I'm just gonna swirl the two and hope that this isn't super, super dark. This reminds me of MAC Gimme Sun. Woo, just got way too much. I'm gonna apply a little bit of this to my temples just because this is pretty intense. So I wanna match it. Looking like I just got back from the Bahamas. For blush, I have this Quad by Muse Beauty. Whoa, there's actually a mirror on the back. This is in the shade Hot Fuchsia. There's 4 different shades in here. I think I'm gonna take this light pink shade. I'm usually all about the light baby pinks. I'm just gonna take a tiny bit since we already have a ton of color on my cheeks. The blush looks a little patchy. For eyebrows, I'm just going to use some brow gel. This is the Clean Color Framus Brows. Hoping this doesn't look like red. Ooh, this is way too light. I'm going to take a spoolie and just brush that through a little bit. What is this? That set pretty fast actually in my brows. So highlight, this is where I messed up a little bit because I ordered this and I don't know why, because I'm pretty sure I got this exact same thing from Dollar Tree in the Dollar Tree haul and I didn't like it as a highlight. I remember it being like super glittery. So not sure what I'm gonna use for highlight because this was the only option that I tried. It looks pretty glittery, but I might actually wet this and see if I can kind of just dab it on my cheeks, and that might help to take away some of the glitter. And just go in with my finger and kind of mix it. This might work. Fingers crossed. There we go. Nice glow. And put a little bit of that on the tip of my nose and Cupid's bow. So for eyes, I have this LA Colors matte eyeshadow palette. I kind of want to do an all matte eye look. I just asked you guys on Snapchat if you want to see all matte or something with mint green, and all matte has been winning so far. So I think we're going to go with that. To start off, I'm actually going to take this shade right here from the bronzer. I'm going to start by blending this into the crease a little bit. If you don't have a ton of eyeshadow, you can always use your bronzer or contour shades or even face powder sometimes as eyeshadows. Now I'm going to go in with this LA Colors quad right here. I think I'm going to take this shade right here. I guess I'm just putting this right in the kind of outer third area. This one isn't super pigmented, but it's blending out okay. Might try something risky and attempt to put this on the lid actually. I honestly think this thing has as much pigmentation as that eyeshadow palette. I'm actually going to go back in with this camel colored shade and just put this a little bit more into the crease just to warm it up. I'm going to blend that same shade down onto the lower lash line. Going back in with that bronzer warm shade and using my finger, and that gives a lot better color payoff. Also totally could use shadows like this for your brows. Totally could have worked. I actually might add a tiny bit. Yeah, I'm going to take this shade right here and just add a tiny bit to kind of give it a more cool toned brow. I'm going to take this same kind of angled brush and just go down on the lower lash line with some of this black in here. So for liquid eyeliner, I have this, what is this? LA Colors Smudge Proof Liquid Eyeliner. This is brown. Oh no, this brush is like not a point. This looks like a full-on paintbrush. I'm actually going to use a brush that I usually use for my brows, I think, and just dip this into the product. You could use your eyebrow brush, you could use any kind of like super fine tipped brush. Not sure if I want to do a wing or just kind of smudge it out. I feel like a wing is a little risky. Let's go all out. Let's do the wing. And I am going to be putting on falsies, so that'll kind of pull it all together. Once that's dry, I might go in and refine it a little bit, but let's start on the other eye. Okay, that one turned into like a full-on wing, so I might need to do that on this side. Oh no. Okay, definitely not the best wings I've ever done in my life. I don't really have anything I can like clean it up with. We'll see how it looks once I have falsies on. Shop Missa is freaking awesome for false lashes. That's pretty much where I get like 80% of my false lashes. The Kara S4s are my absolute favorite from there. When I was ordering stuff for this video, they were actually out of stock of the S4. So I picked up the 43 and the 48 by Kara. These have a really nice thin band. I just checked before this video and the S4s are back in stock. So the Kara 48s are on. I love these lashes. These feel so weightless because the band of these is so thin. To cover up the band a little bit and glue, I'm just gonna go back in with this black shadow and kind of smudge it out on top. I put the lashes on, also applied some bottom mascara. Shop Missa has $1 mascara as well. Lips are what I'm most excited about because I have 5 billion options of liquid lipsticks to show you guys. They had liquid lipsticks, like what the heck. I think I'm just gonna swatch all of these. I think for this look, I'm gonna go for more of like a mauve tone, probably one of these shades. Okay, so here are the swatches of all the lipsticks that I bought. The only one that was more of like a moussey formula was this last one right here, so I'm just gonna go down and read the names off. This first red shade is Santi Matte Liquid Lipstick 04. This next one is Princessa 07 Dahlia. This bubblegum pink shade is Santi, and this also says 04, so I'm not sure why that is the same number as this red one. This purple shade is Clean Color Madly Matte in the shade 1635 Untamed. Clean Color 1603 Majesty is this shade right here. Clean Color 1646 is the next shade over right here. Okay, this shade I'm kind of in love with, and I think I might go with this one for today's look. This is the Clean Color 1602 Clay. And this is Santi in the shade 10, this last one right here. This was the one that's more of a moussey formula. The rest of these swatch pretty liquid. So there you go, all $1. So I think I'm gonna go in with the Clean Color Madly Matte in the shade Clay. This just looks super pretty. Kind of reminds me of like ColourPop Trap. Smells like sunscreen, like a really tropical sunscreen. Oh, heck yeah. It's going on really nice, not patchy at all. I might add a tiny bit of Majesty just to the outer, just to kind of make it more of like an ombre shaded. Feels a little bit sticky right now, but I think that's just because it's not fully dry yet. All right, so this is the final look. If I just counted correctly, this full face is $13. I did count the 2 liquid lipstick shades, so if I just used 1 liquid lipstick shade, it would have been $12. Everything except the face, which definitely oxidized quite a bit. I'm looking pretty bronze. I think turned out pretty well. I'm really excited to play around more with these liquid lipsticks and see how they are. Totally forgot to use this, I just realized. Maybe I'll use this in an upcoming Foundation Friday just so you guys can see. By the way, probably gonna get questions. This choker is from Forever 21, and then this one here is from Brian Anthony's. I love this choker. I've been wearing this one almost every single day. I have a 20% off code for you guys for Brian Anthony's, so I'll link that down below. But I've just been loving their jewelry. Also been wearing this ring by them every single day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, you can join the Bayrito family by subscribing. It'll notify you every single time I put up a new video. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.